us all. The bombs lit the sky, turned the world to ash. Civilization crumbled in a fiery crash. Oh, the hell on earth, it came to stay, where the west turned dark and the dead still play. In the shadow of the reckoner's mind, we fight for the dawn, but we live in the night. The spirits, they whispered, and fear was their song. Fed by our terror, they grew strong. Machines of war spoke their fiery tongues, and the last of the West was left undone. Oh, the hell on earth, it came to stay, where the west turned dark and the dead still play. In the shadow of the reckoner's mind, we fight for the dawn, but we live in the night. The junkers build with scraps and dreams, while Templars roam with justice unseen. Psychers and Doomsayers call on the storm. The wasted west is where legends are born. Under a blood moon, in a ghost town square, the echoes of the reckoners linger there. We ride for survival, for hope, for law, but the West ain't free, it's bound to war. Oh, the hell on earth, it came to stay, where the west turned
Righty ho then. Right, we left it mid-fight, didn't we?
We did.
I think we're up to 10 wedding guests murdered so far, weren't we? Possibly 12, but we'll make it 10. And it's Scott to go next. With his conviction running, it would appear. And he's shaken. I can't remember if that made... Well, I can't remember if that auto rolled your spirit or not, so I'll let you make a spirit check. You've lost Scott. Yes, he can stay shaken. I'm on hold. Okay. Actually, that does let the bad guy get away. Oh, Scott's going on hold. Which means the bad guy gets to go next. Aha, he might escape.
No. Okay, sorry about that. I was dealing with a phone call.
Oh, what the hell then? I won't let he who speaks for the more have his go next. You get to make a spirit check because I can't remember if you automatically made one or if it didn't remember that. So I'll let you make a manual spirit check to unshake. Somehow with your conviction, I can't believe it didn't. I can have to assume it didn't roll, is what I'm saying. Right. You unshake.
Okay. I'm going to shoot he who speaks for the maw.
Go for it.
As a matter of fact, no, let me rephrase that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over there and poke him with my stick.
Okay.
Okay. Let's come over this way.
With my pointed stick.
Cut through between those two guys, kind of shove them out of the way a little bit.
I'm going to say that chap there would actually try to intercept you. So as a free action, you can make it. He's going to do an athletics check on you to try and block your way. He's going to do agility because he doesn't have athletics. Always forget to give them athletics. Very frustrating. Yeah, I think he might be successfully blocking your way. I'm afraid to say.
Or do I roll agility as well?
No. You should. I mean, if I'd given them athletics, they'd have athletics D6. So it's supposed to be opposed athletics.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will run him through since he's decided he wants to block me.
What fanatics do, don't they? Protect the boss. Sorry about that.
Okay, that's all good. So here, have a stick to the belly.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Again.
That was just. That was very typical, wasn't it? All those dice and you still managed to. Oh, terribly low, I'm afraid to say. Well, that's a wound. I've got a belly because you just gave me one.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Of course. Dag nabbit.
Sorry.
Okay, well, I'll poke him with my other poke then. I was going to poke him and then his boss, but...
Oh, drat, I've got a more bellies.
Now he's just ticked me off.
Oh, no. No. Wow, you really were ticked off.
Wow. Down he goes.
And then I will finish my move over here next to Maw.
She can do. Min-max is next. Min-max is KG.
Okay, Min-max. Yeah, she's going to continue trying to stab this Maw cultist. Nope, dagnabbit. Select the right character here. Clear targets. Everybody clear targets. Try this again.
Do some targeting for you if you want.
Yeah, probably better.
There you
We're
go.
all stacked in there real close together, and it's not letting me do it. So,
No problemos.
and do. She is going to use her Bowie knife and wave it threateningly at the guy.
She get a gang up bonus.
Oh, it
Not
doesn't
that it,
matter.
not that
Yeah.
it mattered, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay, and then the Brave is going to come here, Mr. Brave. Do. Come here, Tommy. Talk to her.
Oh, the gang up worked there, so that's okay. You like doing 4 wounds when you really hit, don't you?
When I'm done with them, I am really done with them. Okay. And then if you'll let me, they will both then dart over here to this guy.
Okay.
And there we go.
Okay. He who speaks the more will hit you with his rusted
Rhythm stick?
annoyed. Because if I hadn't attacked, I would have walked away without any problem. Now he is technically engaged in combat. Did you wound the Moor? He who speaks of the Moor, Scott. I'm trying to remember who hurt him.
Me.
Oh yeah. Yes, you did it with your chemical stuff, didn't you? Okay, that's fine.
Mm.
Hmm. Logically, that bullet misses you and goes straight through into the tent.
Well, it hits the wards on the tent and stops dead.
Indeed. Very good. There's a gunshot at Sully that misses. Okay, where's number 7? Number 7's over here. That's that move, and therefore he'll there. Gosh, they're very good at killing people who can't defend themselves, but they really suck at people who can fight back. It would appear it is my day to have absolutely shocking dice.
Hooray!
Cinder.
Cinda is going to shoot her Uzi at he who speaks for the Ma.
Okie dokie. It should be pointed out it will be dramatically appropriate for you to shoot an innocent bystander.
What?
If
Why
you
would
roll
that be
more ones than
appropriate?
anything else, you'll hit Scott, basically.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Go
then
for it.
maybe
It's all good.
you're
Go for
sure?
it. Yeah, go
Oh.
for it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Did you see that double one roll over at the last second?
Mm.
You were hoping too hard there.
I was, wasn't I? Trait roll wasn't that? Trait roll was a natural one. Yeah. It wasn't the
I'm
world
gonna
die.
try
It was the
that
trait roll.
again. I'm gonna try that again.
Don't forget, you'll need to reset your ammo manually.
Ah,
Trait roll was a natural one.
all right, I give up.
Page 100. Reprinted
It's a
silver.
good ammunition and a
ammunition.
Benny.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that.
Brave number 5
Go for it.
will attack Mall Cultist Ravager number 1. With his tomahawk. That's a hit. Oh,
Okay. Brave number 3 goes down as he's hit by your spray of oozy bullets.
why?
No!
Why?
Because you shot my brave.
Yeah, but I don't understand. Oh, okay, because I missed he gets to spray everything around everybody else around me.
You rolled a 1 on the with automatic fire. If you roll a 1 on the trait die and everything else misses, you will hit an innocent bystander.
If the
Oh,
GM
really?
thinks it's dramatically appropriate and is in an evil mood.
Okay.
And it's Tuesday. The GM is in an evil mood.
Usually.
And it was definitely dramatically appropriate.
It was. I mean, there's a
It's
whole.
very-
If you look, there's 6 people all brawling in there. It's a huge mishmash melee of people, and you just opened fire with the Uzi. I'm afraid it was unlucky, but I decided you'd either hit the guy or that guy, depending on 2 hits. Obviously, killing an ally first is much more fun. So anyway, over you. Back to you. I know you hit, but you didn't hurt. Your brave number 5 is still alive though. Over here.
Yeah. No, he hit the Ravager and missed.
Yep. Okie dokie. Normal Steve. Oh my word, Normal Steve is putting a very large.
Yeah. Normal Steve smashes his staff into the ground in front of him and starts sort of muttering under his breath. And as he does so, little radiation symbols kind of blink up over the heads of he who speaks for the Moor and the Moor cultists, while a little campaign for nuclear defence symbol blinks up over the top of Scott's head. Sorry, campaign for nuclear disarmament. That blinks up over the top of Scott's head as Steve summons a selective nuke.
Selective nuke.
Oh, my little tiny mushroom cloud appear over their head.
Well, actually, a mushroom cloud appears right in the middle of where the template is and goes up, floods out, and then the fallout drops down over the top of everybody, just leaving Scott in this little area of absolute calm. And he's already done his teleport away thing, which he told us last week he can only do once. Yay!
Whoa.
Boom.
I'm imagining cartoon Black and skeletons standing there for a moment and then disintegrating into little piles of dust.
Oh, he's used his dimensional flicker as more Ravager number 5, so that's the end of him.
And yes, so did he who speaks for them all.
Indeed. And normal cultists don't get dimensional flicker. Oh, he's a Ravager. He hasn't used his dimensional flicker. I do come back more mutated.
I might need therapy after this.
Does come back slightly more mutated.
And as the fallout kind of settles around everybody apart from Scott, normal Steve will be shouting out at them, "This is not what the gifts of the glow are to be used for!"
Oh, he who speaks for the more absorbs the radiation. He's badly burnt and battered, but he is not killed by the radiation. I soaked 2 wounds. I soaked 2 wounds.
Yeah, so he's on 3 wounds, not quite dead.
Yes.
Curse you.
You did make a lovely crater.
I did. Again, except where Scott is. Scott is actually standing on a bit where there's no crater. The crater goes around him.
Really? Right. Yeah, just a 1. That's okay. More rabbit. Ooh, use his dimensional flicker as well. Yeah. 6 down. That shakes Scott. Okay. And more cultist Ravager number 3's down here. Just hit the, and that brings us to Tabitha. Cool. Machine pistol, single shot back. Sully, you're up.
Finish him off, Sully.
It's hurt. Is that enough?
Okay. The guy, just as you activate the power, he phases out of existence for a moment. Comes back.
Rude.
1. Okay.
All right.
He comes back subtly different.
Okay. I'll get him next time. And his little
Indeed.
dog, too.
Indeed.
Okay.
He does look. He is a bit weaker for that.
Good. Hope so. See if
There
this
are
brave
consequences for their sort of phasing out. They do usually.
Brave's blind. I don't think he's managed to hit once yet.
More cultists.
In fact,
Number
I don't think he's
5.
rolled better than a 2.
He's going to have to run, isn't he? It's a 9. It's into there. Far at Scott run as he runs in, but doesn't get anywhere. This one literally gets there, so he's going to go charging in and swing his blade down, missing. And it looks like he who speaks the more is going first.
Oh, I think I might spend a penny to try and go before I currently am.
Wow.
That is
Well
definitely
done.
before.
Definitely
That is
before.
definitely before, isn't it?
Yep.
Right, so. So normal Steve will hobble forward at this point, chanting to himself again, and shouting out at them, "You do not learn. The gifts of the glow should not be used thus. Repent, sinners, repent!"
Just punched
Where do you
the
get this guy a
death
soapbox?
And that will do. And it is selective. And this time,
Selection plate, but
lots of little missiles appear behind Steve's shoulders.
Run
And
then.
then he cuts his hand out and they all fly towards he who speaks for them all and his cultists.
Said you are mad with your shoulder launched rockets.
Yeah.
Oh!
Wahaha.
He who speaks for the more is down.
He doesn't sound happy about it.
Is who's the ma? If he only
Mouthy get.
speaks for him.
Did I already shake that one?
No, you wounded him.
Ah, he's got 2 wounds, has he?
Yes,
Well, fortunately, I multi-actioned, so I will then blast a little bolt of radiation at him, as I've still got elemental manipulation running.
Oh, excellent.
Well, that's a shame, isn't it? Well, I don't think it's worth a penny. I'm pretty sure Scott can handle him.
Sorry, I hate to say this actually, but this chap here actually appears to be completely unharmed.
Well, pooh.
Because he was able to receive the Moor's blessing to negate the damage.
Was he?
Make
But
it-
in that case, maybe I will spend a penny to see if I can re-hit him with the elemental manipulation then. No, bollocks. Oh well.
Okay, more cultist ravager number 4.
Oh no, that was a hit. For some reason, it went against his parry when it shouldn't have done.
Yeah, that's true. I take it back. You are quite correct.
So that needs to.
We don't know why, but powers seem to be going against parry these days.
Yeah. Take that, you fiend. Sorry, wrong game. That's Tunnels and Trolls.
Yeah, I can't do anything to stop that one. He's used up all his lives.
No!
See, this lot have made Steve angry. You wouldn't like Steve when he's angry.
Right. It's run. M. Cultist 6 remains shaken and engaged in combat. It's enough to get him off the map anyway. That's enough to get him off the map as well. Well, Cultist Ravager 1. It's there, sorry. Goes first. Might be the end of another Brave.
Ooh.
Oh no, this is going to be a hit for 30, damage for 4.
He reaches out and caresses the brave gently.
I spoke too soon. Another Brave dies.
No.
Scott recovers from being shaken. All again.
Possibly.
Sally, you're up.
Okay, try this again. What is mine?
Ooh, 3 wounds. Okay. Got 1 chance left. Can he call upon the Moor to save him? No, he cannot! He fails to receive the blessing of the Moor. Brave number 2's over here.
Into the right tab. Yes. Let's watch him miss again. Oh look, it's a 1. There's a shocker.
How bad a miss is it? Oh, it's not a bad miss
Not
at all.
Just his regular miss.
Brings us to Tabitha.
I'm going to
Drunk.
run towards the tent where I know Min Max is in there fighting him off by herself.
Number 1 says, "What am I? Chop liver?" That gets you to that 9 gets you to there.
Okay. And so I can see in there, so I'm going to take a shot.
Right. Targeting set up for you. Oh, okay. That's a hit. Sorry, I didn't realize. I thought you were going in for melee, but no, a 4 will hit at range.
Said I'm taking a shot.
You did. I'm not paying any attention. Takes him.
The tracker hasn't advanced from Sully's Brave yet. And that was my turn. I ran and then I took the shot.
No problem. Cinder.
Cinda is going to move forward. And she's going to target Ma Cultist Ravager number 4. There is nobody else around. So
Oh, this chappie all the
I
way down here.
yeah. And I'm going to shoot him with my Uzi.
Okay.
I'm going to try to shoot him with my Uzi.
No, you are going to shoot him with your Uzi.
Wow. There's a hit in there.
Okay.
Definitely need to get rock and roll.
Oh, all right. Let's see how we do for
That would have been,
damage.
that would have been 3 hits if you had rock and roll.
Mm.
What's rock and roll?
It's an edge that lets you ignore the recoil of firing automatic weapons.
Oh, okay. I'll have to add that one to the list. Oh, for God's sakes.
Shoot him.
I'm going to Benny. I'm
Go
going
for
to
it.
Benny that.
Go for it.
Okay, why did it re-roll the hit? It should have just been the
Probably
damage.
it's just one of those things. You missed the pixel. You missed the damage by a pixel. So just roll the damage again.
Oh. Oh, just roll the damage again?
Yeah,
Okay.
just roll the damage.
My
Maybe I'm
dice
not yet.
hate me today.
Well, you still shaking.
all
You
the-
still get to keep the first.
It's all those dud rounds you loaded.
Okay. Oh, I think that you're going to want. I think you're going to be very thorough and want the ball off. Scott, are you back before the end of the round?
Scott is back, yes.
Okay, so you're acting before the new round begins,
Stop. Stop.
and then I'll deal you a card as soon as you've done your actions.
Okay. I'm seeing one dude way down here to the south.
Yep.
And-
He is
and
shaken
One
at the
there.
moment.
One there, one there, and one there.
Right. Everybody else has got at least one on him, probably 2. So I think I'm going to run down here and try and take care of this dude all by him lonesome. I don't want him to feel left out.
Then just shot him so he wouldn't feel left out.
Well, then I'll shoot him again. Okay, I'll shoot at him again. Okay.
Max.
You should be targeting, Max should be targeting, is that number 3? Yeah, number 3.
Is now.
No, not there. There we go. And
Must have cleared targets.
load this knife and miss terribly, but not too terribly. And the brave.
It's with a gang up.
Yeah, Max distracted him.
Indeed. Okay, let's deal you a card for this round. And then move the combat tracker back up. Up. Oh, Cultist Ravager number 1 gets to go first.
Okay.
Takes a shot at Stabber as he runs by, but misses. Okay, that's unshaken. Rusted blade on the brave. Misses. Brings us to Cinder.
Oh, my turn. Okay. God's not in my way. Let me try and shoot this guy one more time. got him targeted.
You got him targeted. Yeah.
Okay. That was one. No, I'm not gonna spend my last penny on that.
Okay. And Scott. Everyone's shooting this guy. He's just dodging all the bullets.
Yeah, and I think he's too far away for me to get over there and poke him. Oh, no, I can just reach him with my extra long spear.
And,
Oh, you've got hurry. You've got hurry on you anyway, haven't you?
Oh, I do, don't I? Yeah. And it rolled away from the 6. It was perfectly set up for it. Fine. Okay. Come on, Max. Finish this guy off. Quit playing patty cakes with him.
what's their parry? I don't know why Max isn't getting rid parry, but even with the gang up bonus, that's only a 5, I'm afraid. Still a miss. Max likes shooting things.
Sure, the Brave's got a wild attack now because he's really annoyed.
Doesn't need to with an 8. With a 12,
No.
rather.
Wow, wow, wow.
Okay, and now the two of us will run down here after this guy. You only think you're getting away. Ha ha ha.
Ooh. More cultist number 9 is over here, still trapped. Okay. I think it's time. Another Brave is incapacitated.
Are they really toughness 1?
I'll fix that. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Doesn't matter if they're all gone, does it?
Of course it matters.
Going to step over this way so I can get a shot without having to shoot through my own party and take a shot at this one over here.
You are 2 pixels over min-max's token. But it doesn't matter.
Hit
You
my
hit.
target with a raise.
I know. I'm just saying.
Now the dice decide they like me.
The only one left.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
There was one there that I was just going to go and zap, but he's just vanished.
Dude.
Call that can't be bothered to worry about the last. I didn't pick up you were that close, so sorry. I could put me back if you want to zap him, but
Yeah, I totally want to zap him.
well, just zap him anyway.
He's a heathen
Brave
heretic.
die?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't control him then. In range of that. Can't remember how to target the darn thing. I'm not actually trying to do the move. I'm just trying to see how far away it's 14. Okay.
Oh, here comes the spam. Loves you today. There's no one watching. I'm going to have to give you Betty so you doomed.
Spam, 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 lovely spam.
Need to check the range of that. Oh, yeah, I'm out of range. Okay, I'm just going to move then. I'm out of range to do anything else. A use.
What power was it?
A kinetic squeeze. It's got a range of smarts.
So logic, you can use the range modifier, can't you?
It doesn't have a range modifier.
That's because it's an old one, but there's no reason. I can't see what. Telekinetic squeeze. You probably using that. You probably.
I've gone too far from the mic.
That's because you're probably not using the Deadlands Lost Colony version. Psychos, page 104. New powers. Yeah. No man's land. New powers summary, page Psychos, page 80. Page 80. Psychos. Elaborate cycle. Backwash. Telekinetic squeeze is the new one. Range is smarts times 2.
It's smarts times 2. I can do it.
3 power points, smarts times 2.
Is everything else the same?
Yeah, I thought I.
There you go. Okay.
Yes, I did give you the. It would appear that I did give you, because I updated the power, so it matched the Deadlands Lost Colony version, but it would appear I forgot to put the times 2 in, so there it's updated now. Okie dokie. See, now you see normal Steve. If we ignore that one, you can kill this one and the fight's over.
All right. If that one's already dead.
Yeah, he's just had a heart attack. He just a bit like the animator. He had a sudden heart attack and died.
Right. I was going that way, not the other way. So that puts me how far away? Oh, easily within smarts times 2. So I will manipulate his elements. And that'll be with a raise because it's a ranged attack.
No!
Congratulations! You have saved the majority of the people in the wedding still.
Hooray.
Clear all. Right, back to the adventure. To close. Dum-de-dum. That was right, that's been dealt with. Unlock tokens. There we go. Clear splats, shall we? Okay. Smoke still hangs in the air from the battle, mingling with the bitter scent of blood and dust. Ah, crackles unevenly, their once warm glow seeming darker now, weaker, as if something has stolen their heat along the light. Mike stumbles, should be out of the gathering tent, or into, stumbles out of the gathering tent, her wedding garments torn, streaked with dirt and blood. Her breathing is ragged, and her hands tremble as she grips the edge of the table. She doesn't speak at first. Her eyes dart past the party towards the curtained doorway where the warriors crowd found something unseen. John Proudhorse lies on that. The muffled murmurs of his wounds, the muffled murmurs of about it. God, I must stop typing at 1 o'clock in the morning. The muffled murmurs about his wounds say enough. He will live, but he will not be as he was. Micah's voice is sharp when it finally comes, cutting through the tense silence. They took it. The cultists. We fought them off, but there was another group. We were distracted. They went straight for it and disappeared into the night. He swallows
What
hard,
is it?
forcing herself to stand taller. They stole the heart of the earth.
Please tell me that's not anything like The Heart of Darkness, because I've read that book.
I will go over and see what I can do with my healing powers to help anyone who's wounded, is starting with Micah and what's his name? The hubby.
First things first, make a
John.
bibliopathy roll.
Make a bibliopathy roll? Okie dokie.
You were given a
Is
book
that
earlier,
still out
weren't
of
you?
D6? That's still out of D6 because I haven't had a chance to read my book yet.
That's very much the case, yes.
Oh.
You did spend the time before the ceremony talking to the old woman, and you had been gifted a book of local legends. So
Yeah.
you know, with a 5, you know the legend of the heart of the earth. It's said to be a piece of the land itself, formed when the earth rejected the great wasting centuries ago. The Cheyenne and the Lakota elders believed it was what sealed the maw, locking away whatever should never be free.
Oh.
It's basically heart is a key, and without it, the wasteland's barriers weaken. Not recovered soon, the maw will stir, and when it does, it will hunger once more.
Well,
Like it,
looks like we're gonna have to figure out who took it, find out who took it, and get it back.
Micah turns her burning gaze to the party. Her hands into clenched fists. We have to get it back. If we don't, if they succeed, then the wasteland will be more than a dead place. It will be a door. Beyond the tent, John's weak groans echo. Micah does not turn. I won't let them finish what they started. Bar flickers again. Something in the wind.
Normal Steve will go and look at the tracks of the Ravagers,
Indeed.
because we know who took it. It was the Ravagers, or the more cultists. So let's
Indeed.
follow their trail.
Okay.
And Steve, without even talking to anybody else, Steve will just start following the trail, because these people are wasting the gifts that the glow has given them, and it's up to him to deal with it. If anybody else comes with him, that's fine. If not, he will deal with it himself.
Yeah, Scott will definitely follow you
Delete PC.
because they are bringing more corruption into this world, and that's not needed or wanted.
It's all right. Steve's pace is lower than everybody else's. He's not difficult to follow.
I'm going to go
I
add
will.
tracker. Add PC.
Can I put healing on John before I leave?
Oh, he's got lots of people looking after him. I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got a dozen different healers checking on him.
All right. Change my swap clips in my Uzi, so my Uzi's fully got another full clip,
Okay.
and walk after them. Just wish I had an hour to read a book. Nobody in the group is wounded or anything. Sully's got a fatigue. Okay.
Had that
Yeah, I
before the
think we're all
fight.
good.
Almost always fatigued.
chase begin. Oh, hang on. You might be in vehicles, might you? Oh, you take it.
No, we're just flying.
Well, Steve is walking unless somebody comes along with a hover bike and says, "Why don't you get on? We'll be quicker."
I'm not sure the four-wheel vehicles will cover this terrain.
Oh, that's just meant to be just some lovely moving radioactive terrain. I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, it could be a foot chase. It's probably more prudent to not drive into places with high levels of radiation in metal boxes. As you know, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Forrest,
as
if it's a foot chase, can we slow down that screen a bit? It's making me a bit dizzy.
I can't stop it. I can hide it if you don't like. I can literally just do that and then have it just with a grid
We've got the sense of our surroundings.
like that. I like the chase. I like the chase thingy. Shared with players. GM only. There you go. So you don't have to put up with it, but I can have it. Yeah, I don't think there's a non-animated version, I'm afraid. Anyway, yes. So first things first. As you begin to give chase, they've got a bit of a lead on you. Whether it's deliberate or whatever, basically a huge amount of dust and crap is basically blows towards you, dust storm, making visibility nearly impossible. Therefore, you'll all have penalties of -2 this round on your athletic checks.
If you check my edges, that would negate my +2 on my athletics roll for foot chases.
As a free runner, you been climbing and in foot chases. Yeah, basically, so your free runner edge will negate the -2 penalty. Why is it jumping down there? It should be up here. Okay, the fact they haven't got athletics is a bit annoying.
Do they also have a -2, or are they just special?
Funny enough, the dust storm happens behind them.
Not that funny, really. Okay, well, I will make my free maneuvering roll, which is not going to go well. Chances of Steve going anywhere, relatively slim. There we go, that's a no.
We say we're on our vehicles. We're on foot.
On foot.
On foot, I think.
Okay.
Only because, as I said, only because unless your name's normal Steve, you probably don't really want to take metal boxes or metal vehicles into areas that are known to have quite high levels of radiation.
Not to mention, I don't want to bust an axle.
Exactly.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, sorry. Well then.
Large burst templates can target 4 things on the same card in a chase, yes?
In
Or is it
theory,
3?
yes.
Okay, so I'm going to target them. They're easily within range. I am going to be out of power points, though.
Fear level 5. Oh no, fear level doesn't apply here. Turn that off. Anyone makes fear checks, but global. Should be fear, not spirit, shouldn't it? Yeah, that's
it
my
should be fear.
mistake.
But
Should
that
be
just relies on everybody else actually using the fear command. That's all.
I know. Well, with the automated test and everything, should be okay. Okay, so I'm afraid yes, these are meant to be unfair, by the way. Look, how about this one? You okay? Wound. You need to press F12. Doesn't matter. Else as well. He will spend a penny on this chap. And, that one. Used. Blessing. Okay. Orc. Next, he failed to move, didn't he? Yes. It's annoying. So he's going to have to do something else. Yeah. Right. Rod. I can continue. Thank you. Sorry. Pick something. There we go. And then right. That wrong, did I? What I should have done was I should have done this version. And it would have he has to target himself to use that version. I'm still trying to get used to these new powers. Let's try that again. There we go. I'll change that to an 8 because that's what we got the first time. Like that. Still trying to get used to these new way the powers work. I still want to do it the old way. He doesn't move much this turn, but he basically he seems to glow slightly and it seems to be moving faster. Okay. Yeah. More Ravager number 5. Doesn't move. This one. Move. Not forgetting about their full out +2 bonus, but that's by the by. Next round I'll remember they can have a full out +2 bonus. Tabitha's up.
Just an athletics roll.
An athletics roll, flat out gets you a +2 bonus, which of course means it's still a +2 bonus to you because of your free running, which negates the dust storm -2 bonus.
So do I get a +2 or I'm just flat?
Depends.
If you want to do something else at the same time.
Yeah, if you just want to just run, you get a +2. If you want to do something else, you don't get the +2 bonus. Are you doing anything else?
No. Just trying to close the gap.
Well, in that case, you get a +2, which means you get to move 1 square foot card forwards. If you're just running. God, you're up. Oh, Max is missing. So is Micah.
Micah
actually,
was
she-
staying with, what's his name?
She will be actually thinking about it. It's easier that one.
I think I am going to just do a basic run.
-2, I'm afraid. Because of all the dust and crap, you can't see where you're going.
Let's do that.
Ooh.
And then we'll do that. That'll get me to there. Which doesn't quite put him into short range. But I will go ahead and shoot him.
Successful hit. Figure a D8. I think the odds of me soaking that on.
And then min-max. Come here, darling. What kind of weapons have you got?
DNA saw.
And she
Yeah,
has
that's
that
a
chrome
that's a big old
shotgun
heavy
too.
weapon.
I was going to say, there's a shotgun as well.
I thought she had a.
I thought she had a shot. She probably did, but because I deleted the cold match, it was probably lost.
She won that at the arena thing in the town. Remember, she beat the guy up in the ring.
Yep.
And got the chrome shotgun or something for it.
Yep. Auto shotgun now on a character sheet.
Okay, in which case she will just go ahead and do a normal chase thingy. Oh,
Flat out, that will catch her up to you.
She's gonna get.
Yeah, if you
no,
go flat,
with the -2.
but if you go flat out, it will succeed because you get +2 for going flat
That's
out.
true.
If she doesn't do anything else, she gets to move forward a square.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and just have her keep up. Why aren't you letting me move her? Fine. Okay.
Oh, I tell you what. I tell you why. I tell you why. It's the wrong min max.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the proper
Desperately
min max.
concentrating, trying to work out how I can use my powers to help, and an inspiration comes from the hunting grounds.
Ooh.
And I spread my mental power to the comrades. I am going to cast slow speed, or to be more exact, speed part of it, the hurry modifier on all of us. The best way to cast it is from the psionics. Spend a Benny on it because that was awful. Come on. It'll do. Do that. Apply that to all of us, please, Kev.
Using the speed power.
Speed with hurry, which gives us all +2 pace.
it gives us all +2 pace, then doubled.
Yeah.
Which means because we'll have probably double the pace of the bad guys, we'll then get +2 on our athletic rolls for the chase.
Except he's faster than you got.
He'll get
That's
more
what
of a
I-
plus then.
That's what I was
Yes,
just trying
but
to
my
work out.
turn is next.
Point being is I think you'll get. I'm going to say you guys get +1 for speed. He gets +2 because he's the quickest. That's probably the easy. I was just about to look it up how it works when you've got multiple people doing. Do you know what I mean? Why is Sully not targeting min-max on top of everyone else? Yeah, she is. Right. So speed with double movement. And speed with hurry.
Presume I can make my athletics roll after that.
Sorry, actually, they're the same. So, yeah, you all get plus. Is it +2 for being the fastest in the chase?
I think so.
I couldn't. I was just about to look it up. Ugh. Well, I mean, we should. I mean,
I think if you're faster than all of your opponents, you get a +1.
that's what I thought.
If you are
yeah,
twice as fast as all of your opponents,
it's
then you get a
+2.
+2.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's the key word, there, isn't it?
Will it automatically apply, or will we need to do it manually?
No, you'll have to do it manually. I get the impression.
Athletics at +2 then, yeah?
No, it's 1. Well, this is where it gets interesting because one of the other guys is twice as fast as everyone as well. It's annoying. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll wait until you've made your decision before I roll one.
If a rider, runner, or Vic is faster than the fastest of his rivals, you get to add +1. Yeah, you've got to be faster than your rivals. So as fast as he
So
is.
what you've done is you've prevented him from getting the bonus.
Yeah, that's what you've done. You prevented him from getting the bonus. However,
I'm disappointed, but okay. However, what?
no, I'm just thinking. Logically speaking, I still think the slower penalty. So maybe you put a penalty on all the others. Okie dokie. Yeah. Right, you can now make your
basic athletics roll then.
yeah at -2 because you've performed an action. Clear your targets. You. Love how fast it applies the effects now. I'm going to, from a purely narrative perspective, I'm going to drop them all back one square. Because they are slower than you, so you should be able to catch him. I don't care what. Do you know what I mean? You might not. You don't get the dice. You don't get the bonus because he's as fast as you guys. But these guys are half your speed, so they're going to be jumping back a square every round. If they, you know what I mean, is how I'm going to treat this because they are slower than you lot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Cindy, you're up.
I have a question.
Yes.
I want to lower Mall cultist speakers. I want to lower a trait that's going to make him slower. Should I lower agility or athletic?
Technically, you should lower. Technically, you should lower his athletics
because that's the check that he makes to run.
Yeah, but given that these guys, I forgot to give them all the athletic skill. Go for your agility.
Okay. Then I want to lower the Mall cultist speakers agility, and I want to put a fatigue on it and a hinder on it. So that's 6 power points if I'm successful. So let's see what we can do with that. And I
should
haven't had
get
a
you guys.
chance
We
to
should
read,
get
so
you
I'm
guys
still
to
only rolling a d6.
get you guys to re-drag your powers down, because then you'll get all the automations built
Oh, for
in.
I'm gonna Benny that. Except it rolled a d8 and it still didn't help.
But I don't think I would play. Oh, this is an interesting one. I'm going to check this one. And that's because I didn't do the powers for this one. Okay. Drag into the grasslands, you find. Ah! Joe Rama says, as you drag into the grasslands, you find a flower patch of.
Yay!
Thank you. And I may do it again and see if I can hit him. Oh, crazy! My dice hate me today. All right, try that again. Put the Benny in here, and then I'll roll this d6.
I don't think you can put fatigue on lower boost or lower trait.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I don't think you can use fatigue, boost or lower trait. It says because I'm using the latest edition of the rulebook where they've tweaked something amazing. Powers that drain or tax an opponent can cause fatigue. This modifier may be attached to any power that caused damage or is resisted by the target. This one isn't resisted, it does affect it. At the end of their next turn, they get to try. They automatically try to shake off the effect. That's not the same as resisting the effect, is it?
No.
So take 2 power points back.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
So
they
I
have.
can't. I
You
can't do the fatigue.
It does appear you can't do boost lower fatigue on boost lower trait, because they've, as I say, because I've now got I've had it for a while, but now I've got my nice 20th anniversary rulebook, which is the latest print, where they updated all the rules and everything.
That's kind of why would you, if I'm lowering it, I wouldn't want to do a fatigue on boosting somebody's trait.
Exactly.
So why would you use then fatigue is of no relevance whatsoever then.
Not on boost lower trait, but it is on damaging spells and spells they can resist. I think that's the point, is because this power automatically affects them. They've obviously decided that automatically giving fatigue to somebody that they can't resist is probably a bit OP. And it might have always been there. I know they tweaked some of the powers. So anyway, you can still you still failed the roll, I'm afraid, didn't you? My God, I've just seen how many bennies I've got. Okay, only costs you a single power point to fail if failing to cast, so you're okay on that score.
Yeah.
Right. Second round.
Can I move now?
Of course you can. Make your roll. Make your athletics roll. Nice.
Now I get a crazy number. Of course.
She's there. As you go whizzing past everyone else. Okay. More cultist ravager number. Oh, okay. Okay, so this section of the wasteland has been ravaged by tectonic shifts, creating unseen pits just beneath the surface. So this round you get to make it a athletics check after your move. Well, basically, you get to make an agility check after your move to avoid any pit holes or anything. Otherwise, the third round you'll have a penalty on your. Oh, damn it! I knew I forgot to do something. I forgot to set up those. That'd be fun. Okay. Righty ho. More cultist ravager number 1. He makes an agility check. He's not going anywhere. Another agility check. Oh, he's in trouble.
I don't want more ravagers. I want less.
He's in trouble. He basically lands himself in a. And actually, I've got the lands in a pit, which means he just automatically drops. And then he automatically drops back another one because you're going twice as fast as him. Right, Sully, you're up.
Yay, progress. Get to go forward a card there.
So, yep, go for it.
Okay. First of all, what kind of modifiers apply here? Hello?
Hello. Sorry.
Okay, which modifiers apply?
No modifiers at the moment. You just have to make an agility check afterwards to make sure you didn't land in a pothole.
I don't get the +2 with my athletics.
You always get the +2 with your athletics because you've got the free runner edge.
Does not with because I have the edge. Does it calculate it in automatically or no?
No, it doesn't know you're doing a chase.
Okay, now if I want to take an action, I either take an action or move, or I can take an action and move, but I can't move as far.
No, if you take an action, you make an unmodified athletics check. If you just
So
go
you get your +2 for free runner.
but you get your +2 for free runner. If you just want to run flat out, you get +2 plus you get an additional +2 because all you're doing is running.
Oh, I forgot to take that. It didn't matter, so I wouldn't have managed another card anyway.
Oh, that was a nice roll. And then I've got to do my athletics check, right, to move.
That's correct. Right.
But I can only move one because I took an action, right?
No, you can move 2 cards because you got a raise.
I thought that if I took an action, that limited me.
If you take an action, you don't get the extra +2 to the athletics roll to give you a chance of moving further. If you get a raise, you still move 2 cards.
So I can move on the same row as Cinda.
You were on the 4 of clubs, so you actually go as far as the King of Diamonds.
Oh, I'm looking at rows, not cards. That's me.
Yes, yeah. I've doubled up I've spaced the cards out a bit, so yeah, it doesn't matter. It basically that card or that those are both the same card. That makes sense. I mean, what
So
I should.
did I kill the guy ahead of me?
Trying to do 3 things at once. I've got so many bennies. Actually, he's used his Moor's blessing. Yeah, he's dead. I'm not going to waste a penny on that.
One down. And then I move.
You already did.
No, I did. I moved the turn.
Okay, Cinder's actually hit a complication. So unfortunately for you, basically, you basically have to make an athletics check as a free action before you can even act this round.
Right.
Basically, you think as you basically run across the roadway and duck under a bridge. Unfortunately, it's all bras and brambles under there, and you've got to make your way through. Otherwise, you're going to spend the rest of this
Definitely
turn
heard that wrong. But you said bras and brambles.
Definitely not.
It's some damn British accents, a different one in every town. Jeez.
You know what?
Because you Americans all sound the same.
I think that Kev should lose a Benny every time he says basically more than once in a sentence.
Actually, according to Joe Rama, I get a Benny. Oh, just who knew sinkholes could contain bennies? Just not. There's a copy one. I misread. Okay.
I had it on my card there. It says a Sully's athletics roll, and I rolled, but it rolled 2 dice. Did I do something? Did I do something wrong?
No. Okay.
All right. So I made my. I didn't fall in the hole.
Nope. You don't. Yeah, well, yeah. That's your athletics. You've got to make an athletics check to actually perform any actions this round. Otherwise, because you've got a complication. Basically.
Oh,
which is-
okay. I thought that was the roll I just made, but I guess it's not. So I will roll my
I'll take.
athletic.
Yeah, I'll take that one as your athletic. You don't.
Actually, it can't because it's a D8, and my athletics is a D6. So
So you're okay. So you can act how you want this turn.
rolled a 7 anyway.
Yeah.
So I can move and I can act. Correct.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. Then I am going to try again to lower the trait, lower the agility, since he doesn't have an athletics. Try to lower his agility on the speaker. And that will again be a D6. I'm debating. Yeah, I think I will. But before I do that, can I spend a conviction now, even though I've already started my turn?
Yep. Certainly can.
All right. And I'm going to. Oh, 5 for a successful. Though I'm sure he probably gets to roll on a post or whatever for it to take effect. Is that correct?
Not if you're doing
I'm doing a lower trait, and you said I couldn't do fatigue, but I can do a hinder. Correct?
yeah, logically you can do a hinder, yes, which will negate his hurry.
Okay, then I would do that. So I will spend 4 points to do that.
Sorry, I'm trying to stack the monster. I forgot. That's earlier.
And that's 4 points, which takes me to there.
I will have to do that. I think that's everything I need. Make your power roll. Did you make your power roll?
Yeah, I rolled a 5. I'm not using the power roll thing because it's at a D8 and I have to roll a D6.
Oh no, it'll work.
Because
It'll work because you. Oh no, it won't work because of course I got rid of the effect, didn't I?
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fine. Okay.
So I rolled a 5, so I assume that was a success.
It is, yeah. Powers. Lower. Right. Be hard to do stuff. It's really hard to do stuff in the middle of the original. Right, so you have lowered his trait by 1
I
die
lowered
type.
it, yeah. Lowered his agility, and he has a hurry. Or a hinder on him, sorry.
Which takes away his hurry. Which now means everyone's faster than him. Lots of bennies I'm spending. Actually, that'll do. Okay, that's that dealt with. I think that's dealt with that. So that would be Okay.
And then I have to roll another athletics to move.
Yes.
Okay.
You can move two. You can move 2 cards with that.
I think I will do that. So that puts me up to the 6 of hearts, correct?
Yep.
There.
Sorry about that. I can actually give you my undivided attention again now. I've sorted that one out. Okie dokie.
Oh, and I end my turn. Sorry, I'm done.
It's okay. Okay. Right. Sorting out things. Trying to do very complicated choices. Okay. Okay. Well, this guy here is technically on the same card as you, so he'll just come over and attack you with his rusted blade.
Yes, yes.
That's a hit.
Yes, it is.
That is a potential wound. Did the party just hit a sinkhole so hard that it splashed the party with bennies, but not the GM? Oh, you're mean, Jerama. It's Lone Wolf when I need him. He always used to give me bennies.
Okay. I roll a vigor roll. I'd have to roll, use a Benny, right? For the bigger
Yep.
roll?
Yep, that's correct. Make sure I'll turn that into a 5. Okay, so you dodge the attack, which is rather useful for you. Okay, now you guys all get +1 because you're faster than everyone else now. Bit of a shame. What are we going to do with this chap? Because he's not very happy about actually sitting speed. What to do? What to do? Fair enough. Really not happy. So 3 power points. Uh, 3 points. Raise. Okay, so I need the raise. Okay. And I think we'll spend another power point to give him hurry back to get the someone. No, I need the raise. Yes. I'm afraid none of you are the fastest anymore. He doesn't need the hurry actually, but that's okay. I said it. So that costs 3 power points. This guy literally basically starts levitating and accelerates off at high speed, flying through the air. Someone nobbled his agility, didn't they? That was too close. That was nearly a crit foul. So I'm just going to have him move 1 square. Normal Steve, you're up.
Normal Steve focuses on hobbling after everybody else because he's at the back.
Okay. He's hobbling very
And
fast.
not really. He just about manages to catch up with Sully, Scott, and Min-Max. That's it. That's me.
And Scott, you're up, sir.
Well, this guy's trying to get away again, so we're just going to do a dead out run. And how far away? You know what? Let's go ahead and try and shoot at him too. Yes, I know we're running.
No penalties, Jace, for running.
Is there no penalties for a full out? Yeah, it's considered 2 actions, isn't it?
No. Moving is a free action, Jace. Don't forget. If you do the full out, you can't shoot.
Oh, if I do a full out, I can't shoot. Okay, then never mind. I won't shoot.
Yeah, if you go full out, that is all you're doing. You're just running. You can't do anything else in the chase. But running and shooting is allowed in the chase. You just don't get the +2 bonus.
Okay, well, I was running and full out, so. And Max will keep up with me, mostly.
Okay. It would appear that Tabitha got the Joker.
Ooh, plus my +2 on my athletics. And can I move first and then take the shot, or do I have to take the shot first?
Hey, me first. Oh, hang on. Round 3. What happened? Oh, no, I've already set up round 3.
And then I'm going to shoot at the big guy.
So the cultists basically suddenly veer off to the right and then start running in perpendicular to the direction they were running before.
Oh no, I don't accept 2 1s when I got a raise, damn it. Oh, this is not good. I'm going to penny it again.
You're allowed to penny it as many times as you wish.
The GM said encouragingly.
Rather annoying, isn't it? You should have remembered to actually activate his deflection.
I'm not wasting a joker and my free runner bonus. Pathetically.
Okay, 2 wounds on the speaker. More cultist Ravager 1. Oh, more cultist Ravager 1's back here. Attack Max. Missing. Then does get to make an agility check, which is what I forgot to do with the other one. No, he's not going anywhere. Yeah. Scott.
I'm in. Okay, go ahead and put.
Something there. Cut that out if you were saying it, Scott.
Okay, so Scott is gonna we're gonna continue doing an all-out run. I don't want this guy getting away.
Ooh, but he's
I'm crap for trying to chase.
because the rest of the
so-
adventure doesn't work.
Card. But now I'm close enough to shoot him. Let's try shooting him. No penalties. Good
Hang on,
shot.
you put a +2 in your athletics, you can't shoot it.
Oh, I did put a +2, didn't I? I wouldn't have advanced if I didn't. Okay, never mind. Fine.
Right.
No. It's all good.
Then Max is next.
Yeah, all out, and I barely moved. So, all right, Max. You know what? She's pretty athletic, so let's go ahead. Let's see. She's gonna go ahead and go all out too. Catch up with him and stab him in the head. That'll catch up. Okie doke. We're gaining on you.
Hang on. Right. Okay. That's this. This could be unpleasant. Max, anyway. You laid a trap, or rather, that's why they turned right. Bursting up out of the ground is this huge serpent. Its mouth seems to be able to open. I mean, I know snakes can dislocate their jaws and open anyway, but it just seems its mouth seems incredibly distended even before it's dislocated, and the actual aspect of it is quite horrifying. And as it bursts up out of the ground and lunges at Max, everyone gets to make a fear check.
Why did it have to be snake?
So,
What colour is it?
I have a phobia for snakes.
oh yes, you do, don't you? I shall give you a penny for
So
reminding me. That will instantly kick in, won't it? Unfortunately, don't forget you're in a Deadlands, so it's very easy to fail your fear checks here. Because you have entered the Coyote Wastelands. You are in a
I
Deadland.
might have done that twice by mistake.
That's okay. Just pop a -1 in. It's a minor phobia, isn't it? Your phobia,
my
isn't it?
snake.
Yes.
The
It looks like we forgot to put it in
rabbits
character.
is a major, and I think the snakes is a minor. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
What happens if you see a snake eating a rabbit? Wondering.
Oh, that does.
So I have to roll fear at -1.
Yeah, if you
Is
just
that
put the
correct?
-1. Yeah, if you put a -1 in for now.
Okay.
I completely forgot about that. Because I forgot to put it on your character sheet, so I completely forgot about it. Okay, so what's happened here? Normal Steve, Scott.
Now has a phobia of Deadlands.
Scott Scott made his fear check. That's fine. Sully failed, and Sully is shaken. Rolled a 12.
Rolled it twice by mistake, so am I shaken or am I vulnerable?
What do you want? I'll be
Vulnerable was
nice.
the first result.
Vulnerable was the first result, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll make you vulnerable.
It's
Sorry,
spirit we roll, right, for fear?
it's roll fear. If I forget to do the like that.
Oh.
Because that
Okay.
because if you do it is a spirit check. It is a spirit check, but if you use roll fear, it will take into account the fact of the fear level. But on an 18, don't worry about it. You're absolutely fine, even with the -4.
Okay, good.
In the
Okay.
Deadlands. Minor phobia. Well, obviously, that's obviously just got to be. Unfortunately, that's just got to be a phobia of snakes, of course, for Steve as well. Logically speaking, really.
Tabby failed.
Oh, I can't have the one that I put in already.
Really
Nice
big
weird one.
mouths eating small redheads. Oh, I'll give you a penny for that, but okay, so I need to go to normal Steve and put in phobia makes. But yours doesn't kick in actually till after this fight, does it?
Yes, I don't get scared of snakes till later.
Yeah, it's after the fight where your brain suddenly decides that all snakes are scary, even the ones that aren't like 12 feet long.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about the snakes phobia when I got these guys. I thought, well, what's the more? What do you think of more? Oh, mouths, why not? -1. There we go. So Min Max needs to make a fear check, and then Tabitha has to roll on the fear table.
Min Max did make hers.
Oh, that's all good. Tabitha is shaken. Okay, right, sorted. Yes, Tabitha is shaken. Okie dokie. Right, now more serpent. Number 2 was on hold. So it basically bursts up. They literally burrow. So it bursts up out of the ground. Oh, Min-Max gets to make a notice check at -2. Notice that it's bursting out of the ground before it attacks. Avoid getting upon her, which is successful. Therefore, it just bursts out of the ground, but it doesn't succeed in the act of surprise. And Min-Max is able to avoid that one. Then this one burst out of the ground. And it's only one roll. She doesn't have to roll again. She's expecting it. So this one bursts out of the ground and totally fails to attack Min-Max. And then the more cultist speaker spends a penny to unshake because of lovely bennies. And then he's going to make his agility check to move on a square. He's going to cast deflection on himself and fail. So we'll try again. That would be everything -2 to hit him. Nice. Or PowerPoints, because that's we use up all the PowerPoints. There we go. Okay. He shrouds himself in darkness as he flies away as quick as he can. And normal Steve has a complication.
Mm-hmm. So maneuvering roll at -2.
Yep, there's a lot of mutant gopher holes ahead of you.
Bits.
Well, that's a fail, so that's a critical
bits
fail.
floating around.
So Steve gets bumped, I believe.
You do get bumped. Bump.
And then I have to make an agility roll or fall down a pit, or was that last turn?
That was last turn. That was last turn. This turn is the fact that there's more serpents lying in wait to attack you.
Well, Steve's back on card 1 and can't do anything. There you go.
I feel almost that one. I said almost. Cultist Ravager number 2 will attack Cinder and miss. And that brings us to Sully, who also has a complication. Those mutant golfer holes are everywhere.
Want me to roll for the complication first?
You have to, technically, yes. It's at -2, I'm
The
afraid.
athletics
Yours.
at-
It's an athletics check at
Right.
-2 because you had you got dealt a club and you're on a club. Therefore, you have basically you're surrounded by 6-foot gopher. Oh!
Oh.
You fall down a gopher hole.
Ow.
A 6-foot gopher hole, which it's quite a long fall, and you land at the bottom, getting bumps and bruises.
Ow.
You clamber out of the hole, and you notice everyone's getting away from you. What do you want to do now?
Catch up a bit, I guess. Will my athletics roll to move be at -2, or is just the fatigue's going to take care of that?
The fatigue, no, the complication was the -2. Now you're just doing your normal athletics to try and keep in the race. I thought that was another crit fail there.
Not quite, but bloody close. Well, the old men are staying at the back. Let the young sort this problem out.
Yeah, the young'uns sort this one out, yeah. And that brings us to Cinder, who's attacking, being attacked by a cultist.
Yeah, I know he's attacking me. But I'm more concerned about that speaker dude who's getting away.
Look, the GM's cheating. He's stacking the deck. Spitting serpent spice, sprinting snacks. Award the GM a penny. Well, I deserve one after getting that out. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Tell your GM you have to have a penny on me next game.
With my Uzi.
You can give it a shot. Ish.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him with my Uzi.
9mm. Watched that the other week. Watched that.
Do I have to roll my athletics to do that first?
It's up to you. It's really up to you which way around you want to do it, because the idea is you can make your athletics roll and get a bit close. If you succeed, you get a bit closer, or you can shoot and then make your athletics roll. It's up to you.
If I move away from Ravager number 2, though, he gets a free hit on me, doesn't he?
Sure, Chase. I think the idea is you just run out. I'm taking.
Yeah, you don't get them in chases.
You don't get
You don't?
in chases.
Oh,
no.
okay. In that case, then I'll roll and see if I can get a little closer.
You will be running in towards the giant snakes, though, which I didn't realise I didn't actually activate the second one. Okay, so a 15 means actually you get to there.
All right. Then I am going to shoot him.
Oh, I forgot to use his spirit check. He can. Damn it. Moore's blessing. I was thinking I should make it a dramatic task, but yeah. The dice hate me.
Let's try it again. Oh my God, look at all those ones. Just. Well, at least there's nobody in front that'll take and no innocents that'll take the damage from the natural one on the trait roll. Ah. Rud. You know what? I'm going to try once more.
Oh, go on then. I'll have to take two. I'll have to take 2 off all your hits. That's okay.
So it looks like I got
You
One hit.
technically, I'm afraid you only got that hit because it gave you the Joker bonus, which you didn't have. I just dealt cards, so it gave you the Joker bonus. Okay,
Oh, okay. So I missed.
I'm afraid so.
In other words.
Yes. Cinder and Double
Okay.
Steve on Jokers. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have done this as a chase. I knew I should have just done it as a dramatic task so I could rig it better. Never do chases. Never do chases when the bad guy's got to get away. Oh, hang on. Actually, no, I'm okay. It's the round after. That's okay. Oh, great. No, that makes my life easy. So I'm an evil so and so, and I cheat. The bad guy's got to get away. So cheat. Even more than I already have been with these guys. Sorry about that. However, oh, don't tell me I've actually closed the bloody map that I kept. Yes, I have. Don't need that map anymore. Right. As basically you all think, as it look, you're all thinking Cinder's about to succeed in catching it. The serpents literally suddenly disappear. They dive back. Pardon me. The serpents dive back down into the ground. For some reason you're not sure of what. And the one there. And unfortunately, you look in horror as the cultist speaker flies away as you are stopped as you fortunately run into raiding party. I'm an evil bit. And
Don't you just love plot armor?
I do apologise for plot armor. I very rarely like to use it, but today I have to. Sorry about yeah. Variety Wasteland large raiding party. Okay. Combat tracker. Look, if he doesn't get away, then you don't get to save the day, do you? Well, you get to save the day without the big climatic fight. Do you want the big climatic fight, or do you want to save the day? It's your choice.
No, you're completely incapable.
Do we want
of
to
not
fight,
giving
or do we
spoilers.
want to save the day? Is that what you said?
I want to save the day, of course.
Do you just want to save the day by just catching a guy because he couldn't run very fast, or do you want to save the day by basically preventing a very nasty evilness from? Oh, no,
Can't we
wrong
do
map.
both?
Not if you catch him. I suppose you could actually, but I
Doesn't
decided.
catching him prevent the evilness?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I lost the map.
It's just not as melodramatic. Come on.
Look, I very rarely.
But I
The way
prefer my
melodramatic
drama
stuff
mellow.
has been going on, I'll take it the easiest way I can. Don't seem to need all the help I can get.
I just accept it. The GM is cheating left, right, and centre on this one. I'm sorry. Look, I ran out of time. I wanted to write a really nice.
At least he's willing to admit it. That's the important part.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be very honest. I just basically was. I just tried very hard to find. I failed miserably in how to actually sort of get anywhere today. Let's face it, I was trying to get stuff done and actually real work at the same time, and unfortunately, today real work decided to not let me have enough time to actually create the adventure that I would have liked to. You know what I mean? So anyway, you're in the middle here. That's all well and good. You get to keep all your lovely, lovely cards, so you're okay on that score. Besides which, I have got some lovely artwork for the bad guys. I'll try and make the art. Right, let's put the bad guys on the map. Fortunately, I when I actually rolled the encounter, it was meant to be a war party. Look at that, and thought possibly a little too much. So I made something a little less horrifying than 5d6 bad guys plus 4d6 bad guys plus 1d4 minus 2 wild card. Probably a little on the excessive side. You do get to keep all your power still going because you're literally mid chase when this happens, so you're okay. And I'm just adding them on because it's a random generated number of bad guys. I'm just adding now. And let's group them for some lovely area of effect abilities. Then all I need to do is, so it's not so ugly. See what's going on. We can then go to off the lock movement. Don't need line of sight. All the bad guy. Start. This. That. Share you the map. Got the map. And then change. Yeah, so that's change to veteran.
Spooky.
Yeah, they're basically cannibal. They're cannibalistic. They're cannibal tribes, been altered by the Coyote Wastelands. There's another one, and Scott feels something very. Scott feels something very, very wrong. As the final one to appear is this one. This individual, he's a corruptor. I'm assuming Scott's. I'm assuming you're not a corruptor. I'm assuming you're the other type, which I forgot what they are now.
Correct. Preserver.
Preserver, yeah. So he's the absolute antithesis of you. Okay, right, and they literally, basically, it's absolute bad luck. The guy flies. The guy flies away. The cultist ravagers are. You're chasing the cultist ravagers. They're still on the map. Speaker got away. Accept that one. And was there only one ravager? It's ravager number 1. Oh yeah, there's only one of them left. Okie dokie. Normal Benny. Lots of Benny spends there by normal Steve. Now, first things first, I shall obviously, by way of being you do get some reward for being railroaded by the GM net. Okay, normal Steve, you're up.
All right. So normal Steve is not impressed by this band of mutants that are using their gifts for evil instead of good. So it's nuke time.
I love the way you get the corruptor, the ravager as well.
Yeah, we'll Benny that.
You're taking. Oh my god! I'm right, and I'm going to have to upgrade this to a war party if you're going to take 3 multi-actions of nukes.
Well, I wouldn't have done if I hadn't got a joker and a conviction.
He's making up for the fact that for the entire chase, all he was doing was going, "Wait for me!"
Yeah.
Very true indeed.
Pent up frustration.
Definitely should have not increased the size of the squares on the map. Then they'd all have been slightly further apart.
Right, so that's my first action. And the green flames are just kind of burning out of normal Steve's eyes, and you're getting the impression that you know why he's actually bold, and it's not because he got old very quickly.
No! Ow!
Oh dear.
Ah!
Normal Steve should lose a penny for eco-terrorism.
Normal Steve is a doomsayer. Mutation is good. Bad mutants are bad and need to be killed. Did that last one survive?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, well, we'll still go with number 2 over here.
You finished nuking my people.
Well, that's my second action. I will do a third one when you've dealt with that.
Ah! Ah! No!
There we go.
Right. And then we'll go for those 2. No, I wasn't. Oh. I thought I'd untargeted him. Never mind.
Okay. Change these.
Ah! Ah!
And then Steve drops to his knees, clutching on
Yay.
his staff to support him.
The level of nastiness, the level of radioactivity that the rest of the party must have been just subjected to. She sent off 3 nukes right next to them. It's horrifying.
No, it's all contained. Just wait till I get the mutate power. Just wait till I get the mutate power, okay?
No, that's terrifying.
Okay. I'm going to lower the bibliopathy of my skills by 1 so I can roll the dice for the protection.
Oh yeah, hang on. The easiest way to do that, rather than worry about the effect, is exactly what you just done. Wonderful.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast protection on everyone.
With a raise.
Yep. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, which takes me to that. And I'll do that. It's still
So
doing
it didn't work.
putting it back up to 15 instead of 5. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, and that should be the end of my turn, though I didn't target
Okay, before
everybody.
you move on, Cinda,
Done that first.
Before you move on, you need to put the effects on us all.
I think Scott wants to go next.
Crap, how'd you guys get 3 jokers?
Scott had an adventure card.
Okay.
I can't find Scott on the combat tracker.
I forgot to target everybody when I did that.
It gave me a joker, threw me up to the top.
Oh,
I
it
don't know if
gave
that
you a
was
joker, but
automated or-
yeah, it took it out the main deck. I was trying to give you one. And the joker. Okay, so
My card automated it. How cool.
Yeah, it's automated now, it would appear. So if we click target friendly units like so, now if you apply the power, you should be okay.
Okay, okay, I rolled it, so how do I apply it?
What you need to do is on your character sheet. Well, actually, there's a new way to do it. What we should do is update.
on the power down at the
Let's
very
update
bottom.
Let's update your powers, and then you won't need to do it that way. As long as you do the targeting first. You update your powers to the new versions. Boost lower trait, bang. Get rid of the old one. Big power. Healing, I don't. Oh, healing has been. Healing's got automated now, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, it does. Heal 1, 2. So delete. But anyway, in answer to your question, for this time, what you do is you have to open up the square to the left of the power. So you were doing protection, weren't you?
Yeah.
So if you click on the square to the left of protection, and scroll it all the way down to the bottom,
Yes.
you cast with a raise. So you'll click the little purple icon to the left of toughness +2.
Okay.
And that manually gives everyone protection. However,
Oh, okay.
However, what I'm going to do now is giving you the updated. They've updated the powers. So if I give you protection there, and then we get rid of smite there, what you'll have now, if you look at, so I'm having redone your powers now. If you look at your character sheet now, you'll notice boost lower trait has a boost and a lower.
Right.
Yeah. So the idea is what you'll do is you'll target everyone first, and then if you want to boost someone, you roll the dice for boost, or you'll roll the dice for love, and it basically automates the whole applying the effects. What you just did there is the old way to do it, which was the manual way, but giving you the new automated powers. As long as you target people first, it should automate the power applying.
Okay.
In the updated version of the effects. Okay, well, I'll put the craters on the map, so I hope normal Steve's happy with that.
Yeah, see the mushroom clouds now.
Yeah.
That's it, some mushroom clouds, I don't think.
Okay.
Okay, Scott, you're next.
Scott does not like this guy. So Scott is going to step forward.
Okay.
And we're going to start by taking a shot at him. was kind of a crappy roll. Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay.
Two wounds. I hate you.
I know.
In
And
a
I hate
very,
him, so it all works out, right?
oh yeah, indeed, very much.
Should have given this to Scott before, and we'll just have to see if Kev will let him play it. But you might want that adventure card, Scott.
Really good. No. He's already played his adventure card.
He's
Oh, he
already
can play
played a
too.
card.
I've got 2 that I can play, but first round of combat may not soak wounds, but you immediately draw 3 cards and keep 1. You know what? Yeah.
It is the first round. It's the first round of combat, so yes, you can play it.
Keep one of your choice.
Okay, so the easiest thing to do there is set your card counter to 3. So now you can play 2 cards.
That's one that I just drew, and that's one that I just drew.
I'll have
So
to.
you need to give one of them back to me.
I need to give one back to you. Here you go.
Still got one
Oops,
card
wrong
to go.
wheel. No, I gave it to Sully by accident. Sorry. You're all bald.
Okay.
So
they
Solly
can
will
always
have to
pass.
give me a card then.
Yeah, I will.
Right, 2 wounds on the changed corruptor. He plays as many as I can use. Okay.
Okay, so he'll soak those first 2 wounds.
I don't know the way you
And
say
then I
first
will
2
take-
wounds. Did I notice? Did I miss the fact you multi-action?
You did, yes.
Oh dear. Right.
Ah.
2 wounds.
Burn those bennies, baby.
I'll burn one more. Oh, I thought that was going to be a
Ah,
crit fail there.
Crit fail. Oh, it's so tried to be, too.
I shouldn't push me like that. Okay.
Sully,
Oh,
you haven't played an adventure card yet, have you?
Yeah, I played
have?
the card that allowed me. Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
okay.
allowed me to cast that power on everyone in the chase.
Okay, so Tabitha and I are the only 2 who haven't played our adventure cards yet?
Oh, normal Steve's not played one either.
Oh, okay. Here, Steve, would you like that one?
Okay, before that mall cultist gets to go, Max gets to go.
Maybe.
good point. Well, it's okay. He was only trying to shoot one of the cannibals.
Okay.
But
Right.
actually, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I'll give that one back to you.
Crying out loud.
Max steps forward, whips out her saw,
And just sprays all over the place.
and just starts spraying. Aw, one of them missed. Okay, so let's start rolling some damage. And I think there's one more I still need to roll, isn't there?
No, I think that's everything.
Oh, is that everybody? Okay.
Yeah.
I lost count, so.
No, that's fine. It's all good. All good.
Okay.
Right.
Well, didn't quite sweep like I was hoping she would, but yeah, it works.
Did she damage the corruptor, or did she miss him?
She missed him.
I think that was his miss. Yeah.
Oh, curses!
And 2 more or others.
Okay. Whoever's next.
It's the corruptor.
But he's shaken.
Yeah, but that's because I didn't. I just moved it to him. He does get a natural dice roll to react. You know what I mean?
But he's shaken.
But he's shaken.
Yay, Benny spent.
Quite happy with that.
Meanie.
Who'd use a large burst template attack? I mean, really?
Okie dokie. So that will be the last. I'm definitely spending a penny on that. He won't live. He won't be alive next round. I'm going to spend my last penny on this in a desperate attempt to nobble the party at least once. My last penny of the lot until someone spends them. Got to scroll all the way back up. I've lost him on the combat track. There he is. Okay. After all that. Last penny. No, not going to happen, is it? Sully's up. How often do you get a chance where the player can't soak damage if you hit them? Dice let me down. Sully, you're up. I apologise.
Got Benny though. Good Benny.
That was a very useful Benny, wasn't it? Look at that.
Look considerably better that.
Did.
If you want to reroll the damage, hit with a raise.
Said the GM, fishing for bennies.
Like he needs more. Won't make a difference at this stage. Go on.
Oh, look at that! That was
That is
so
a raise
near.
damage.
That was
It
so
wasn't
nearly a
quite on the
6. That was just a dodgy dice.
It had the
That-
raise damage though.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I got one more.
You got one
Well,
more.
that helped.
Got one more. That's true. Where's change number 9? Oh, change number 9 is actually not on the map. It's the only reason he survived the blast. Let's just put him there then. That would imply that that's how he survived the blast, wasn't it? He was inside the 2 burst templates. He's just going to fire his bow at Sully. And that will hit. But the arrow stops short of actually hitting Sully as it hits the protection. Tabitha recovers from being shaken.
And I'm gonna move a few steps this way to get a better line of fire. And
to hit. Wow. 3 wounds taken. Okay. Veteran number 1 remains shaken. He is just going to hop into the crater here. Crater. This guy here is not shaken. So takes cover in the crater. Does his bow at Scott. Missing. Number 3 remains shaken. One Betty left. I'm going to save that. This one unshakes and comes for Steve. Swinging his war club down on Steve.
Ouch.
"13 points of damage."
Well, Steve has kind of already dropped to his knees after summoning all of that nuke stuff. So, you know what? Steve is not going to soak. Steve will take that because he's summoning his energies for something else.
Oh gosh, that sounds horrifying. Normal Steve is all the way up here, so the normal Steve takes a wound. Okay. And hearing behind you, beat the ambush. Well, that's all they do. They literally just get on the map at the end of this turn. The rest of the change. Oh, well, they're not the wild cards. Oh, the Maul Cartist gets to go first. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Doesn't do that. Oh well, too late. I'll have to do it manually, won't I? I must. Oh yeah, he's not actually going to act. He's going to remain shaken. Oh well, it's not going to do anything. And then it's got.
If Scott holds, Steve's intent was to try and support him as long as I unshake.
Okay. Scott will go on hold.
I just didn't beat the you two on the cards. I've got the Jack of Diamonds. How annoying is that? Get my last penny in a desperate attempt to beat you.
Haha. So Steve unshakes. And Steve, from a still kneeling position as the Ravager pulls his blade out for another blow, is holding onto his staff, and he looks up at Scott and says, "Mighty glow. Lend your strength to this young one. Though he cleanses the lands, he knows not what he does. He still uses his powers to defeat those who take your gifts and use them for evil. Lend him your aid." So I would like to use my faith to support Scott's next action.
Go for it.
And I will spend a penny on that, because that conviction didn't help me a great deal there. So let's get him a bonus. Come on.
That's a big difference there.
Isn't it just? And that's all Steve's going to do. He's just going to bring the power of the glow to support Scott in Scott's attack.
So it's normal. Scott gets a +4 bonus.
Scott gets a +4. Can I split that across 2 shots?
No, it's +4 on your next trait roll.
Okay.
On your supposedly next designated trait roll, but you know what I mean. You had to designate
Yeah.
the trait roll you want to use it on, but it is on a single roll.
Okay. I will go ahead and take 2 actions. My first action without the trait bonus will be to cast Smite. On me, not him.
You just given the corruptor a spite.
Yeah.
Want to target yourself because you obviously haven't updated your powers yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to. My mice are doing strange things. So,
Oh, okay.
so
Sorry. By all means, ask for help. I don't mind.
I get +4 damage. And then for my second action, on
You're
this, I will use
+4
+4
hit, +4 damage. Ow. It's gonna hurt. Oh, I've got a Benny. Where did I get that Benny from? Ruger Thunderhawk hits with conviction. Yeah, I don't think this guy's surviving that.
Go ahead, spin that last penny.
D8 vigor -2, and I need to get 16. No, I can't see it somehow. Max is next.
And now that he's dead, I will go ahead and let my conviction slide. So.
Okay.
Thank you, Almighty Glow.
And then min-max. Well, this guy kind of came right up on him. Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Well, I mean, it depends. If she can still shoot the 6 to the south if she wants.
What she's going to do is she's going to step over to here.
Okay. Odds Scott, evens Tabitha.
Yeah, and I figure if things go bad, it's also send in Steve. So.
Oh, potentially it is Steve as well. Yes. Okay, we'll turn it into a D3. We'll turn it into a D3. 1 Scott, 2 Tabitha, 3 Steve. But that doesn't look like that's going to be a problem, does it? That's not a problem. None of those were natural ones. Yeah, some of the guys are in cover because they're sort of hiding in the craters. I count that as
that way.
Right. So, but basically, you've
two
hit
races, 1 hit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it will do it automatically anyway, won't it? So that's the more cultist Ravager. That's him incapacitated.
No!
It's a changed veteran. Already on 3 wounds. Now we'll have. There he goes. And the changed veteran 4. Uninjured. Oh my.
Not anymore, he's now.
What's his vigor? His vigor is a D8. All I need to do is soak one of them to not die. He still takes 3 wounds, but he's not dead. Okie doke. Okay, so that's min-max. Then normal Steve's happens. I'll move normal Steve's conviction. I'll have to move manually to Cinder. Cinder, you're up.
Oh.
I'm going to.
I've got to decide which tribe these were, but I'll worry about that next week.
I'll spend my last Benny to maintain my conviction. And I'm going to try to shoot changed 13 with my Uzi.
Go for it. And technically, you can shoot multiple ones.
Oh, I actually hit, so I may do that then. I forgot to target.
Okay. Hold up. See what we can do. So if we take that attack a bit over here, it's good. You can actually drag them out. Take this attack. That's nice. I didn't know you could do that. I thought I'd try it. On the combat tracker, if you actually click on the hit icon, you can literally move a hit to another token on the combat tracker. I didn't know you could do that. I just thought I'd give it a try. That is really cool. Okay, roll your damage. And roll again. And roll again. Okay, so if I and then hit that, incapacitate that one. So as it currently stands, this one, oh, you haven't got any bennies left, have you? So that's okay.
Nope. I
That's
am
fine.
Bennyless.
So okie dokie. Well, you drop two and shake the third. Not bad at all. Change veteran number one. Looks like change veteran number one is no longer shaken. Run, isn't it? Let's take into account wounds. That's 7. It's just enough. Comes charging out of the crater down the other side and launches himself at Scott. And misses, but I do have a Benny. Misses. I think I've just incapacitated Min-Max. She gets she gets shot with an arrow and goes down. And change veteran remains shaken, so he can't attack Steve rather. Change number 9 shoots at Sully again and misses. Snapping bowstring. He basically has to draw his axe and move in. He'll advance on Sully. He won't actually engage because but you know what I mean, so I'll keep him an inch away because he'll actually engage.
Is Steve still on his knees?
Steve is still on his knees. The only reason the guy was about to smash him when someone shot him and it distracted him.
Okay, because hearing that and seeing that, I'm going to swing around and I'm going to shoot him before he can kill Steve.
Okie
Or try to kill him before he can kill Steve.
That's a hit. He's taken 3 wounds, so the odds are you wound him, he'll go down. Got no Benny, so I can't stop it. Down he goes. He sounded very upset. Sully. This chap's running towards you with a war club.
Asking for
Sorry, he's got a tomahawk. It's the other ones that got war clubs.
just for the change of pace. Let me gun and shoot him.
You shoot him with your shotgun. Short range, 3d6 damage.
Why does it got 1d6 damage on it?
Because at long range it does 1d6, but you can left click hold and right click twice to get the extra damage.
Then I'll do it that way. Sorry.
Two
The
wounds.
actual damage. It's me, you know, sliding the thing or whatever. I'm English and it's not like I know much about guns.
Copied these guys out of the toughness one. Oh, damn. They've all been dying a bit on the easy side. Oh, well.
Sorry, I normally spot that and tell you.
Yeah, I'll have to check. I'll have to check if that's something weird when I copied them. Obviously, I just copied a standard NPC and then renamed them and changed their graphic. Yeah, you know, no one's ever pointed out that in the module they've all got toughness 1, given how old the hell on earth module is. Oh dear, that's a very accurate arrow that hits Tabitha.
Not good enough. I gotta try one more time.
Cinder gets shot, but the arrow does not penetrate moving. Just gets snagged. Oops. Normal Steve, your protection saves you.
Ew.
Maybe not from this one. Oh, you might be lucky there. Oh, I've got bennies. Someone's been giving me bennies. I should have checked whether it was a quick fail before I rolled again. Anyway, I missed. I've got 2 bennies left. I'm not going to waste them. Okay, Tabitha takes 2 wounds. Will probably be the final round of combat. Begins now with the war club being attacked on Scott. It's a hit on Scott.
Gulp.
3 wounds on Scott. My word, they're hitting hard as you've taken out so many of them as they're trying to claim their vengeance upon you.
Yeah, well, somebody just attacked my girlfriend, so I am not real happy about that.
Ooh. If someone breaches them before the end of the fight and heals them, we don't have to roll to see whether they survive or not.
Indeed.
Yeah, so that war club hits me in the chest, and I just kind of flex at it.
Changed veteran number 2 has obviously finished shooting Tabitha. He's now going to shoot normal Steve. And miss. Although I've got 3 bennies. Sorry, normal Steve. A Joker bonus.
All right.
To be honest, if I can capacitate enough of you, I can write the whole next week's adventure where you basically have to escape
Well,
from the
I'm going to have
the
to try and
cooking
soak
pot.
that.
2 wounds soaked.
I will take that.
It's turning violent here. And Tabitha remains shaken.
No, I spend the Benny to unshake. And offset the weakness from the damn wounds. And I'm gonna try to take out this guy that's doing so damn much damage. Now, this is a machine pistol, so I have a rate of fire of 3. How do I do that?
The easiest thing to do is on the combat tab, you can right click on the dice and go
Left click on the dice.
left click on the dice. No, I was going to say you should be able to right click on it and change the attacks. The easy thing to do is then click and drag, and then press the right mouse button twice more.
And then you'd end up with 3 shooting dice. And
You should end up with 5 dice in total, and then you could just drop them on your target.
Okay, it gave me 3 right there.
Yeah. You should also have been able to do is set the number of attacks to 3, but that seems to not work anymore. Oh, maybe because the combat track. Maybe your character sheet was locked from my perspective. Your character sheet was locked, so that was why.
Okay, it only showed 1 shot, so did I do it wrong?
Probably, but
Well, you could just do a shot and then damage, then a shot and then damage, or no?
right click, and there we are. We can set the number of attacks to 3. What we'll do now is we'll just roll that. We'll roll that. I don't know what your D6 was, do we? Just say you hit him twice. Done with it.
Okay. Now, on the first hit, when I roll it, I get a hit with a raise. Does that?
Yeah. Yep. Go on. Go for it. Yeah. Hit with raise. Roll the damage. That's 2 wounds. I soak 1 of them, and then you hit him again. Roll the damage again. Another 2 wounds. Oh, he's going to pull it off. Yes, he is. He soaks the damage, but he did take a wound. Okay, so on your character sheet, what I'm going, if we right click that and set attacks to 3, now you've got 3 attacks on one and 1 attack on 1 shot on the other. There you go. Scott, your conviction is about to explode. No, it isn't, because you've only just activated it, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I just triggered it, didn't I? Yeah.
You did, yeah. So
okay.
It doesn't expire. So I'll activate you.
Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, it was changed number 14 that attacked and dropped my girlfriend.
That one, the shot. No, that's the one. That's the one that dropped. That's the one that dropped min-max.
Yeah. Okay, the one that was in. Okay, perfect. So I will take my 2 actions, and I will start by poking this guy. Oops, no, not you, sweetheart. I will start by poking this guy right here in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I forgot to put my wild attack on.
Oh, he's cross.
Oh, he's very cross, yeah.
Wild attack. There you go. 1 wild attack.
You've got an auto shotgun. It's got rate of fire 3 if you want.
Okay, now Poke this guy.
No, because it was taken off your bike when it was because that was a bike
What do you mean,
on the
miss?
sidecar, and you've now got an auto shotgun that you just carry around.
No, I gotta do it. That's
Slide it
better.
around. You find your shotgun.
3 wounds. That will incapacitate him. Oh, no! Look at that! Look at that! He still goes down even after rolling an 11 to soak the wounds. He's still incapacitated. Oh. He was going to be standing, but you drop him. Hold up. He's possibly got cover. I need to turn that off.
I will run over here.
I'll take his cover off.
I will poke this guy. I think I still have my wild attack, right? Yeah, okay. I will poke this guy. That's also a miss? Good grief,
Area
my
of 8.
dice are stacking wonky on me.
Hit.
And then for the last of my movement, I'm going to step over here to min-max.
Okay.
Start administering first aid.
No! Says min-max. You start administering first aid, she screams out in a very manly voice, ow.
Okay, so now that I've unshaken, I'm going to give Cinder an adventure card and ask Cinder to give me back the adventure card she gave me earlier.
Okay.
And what I'm about to do is going to take Normal Steve out of the fight. Normal Steve, okay, he's still got speed on him, but narratively, with his wounds and what have you, is going to crawl across the floor towards min-max.
Okay.
And he's going to look up at Scott and say, I'm really sorry, son. And he's going to put his bloody hands onto min-max. And Desperate Times is going to get the Arcane Inspiration card that Sully played earlier.
Yes.
To take the healing power, but Normal Steve doesn't have a normal healing power. He has the touch of the Doomsayers, which takes 10 rounds to cast. So Normal Steve will be out of the fight for the next 10 rounds, but he's going to use the healing power on min-max to try and save her life.
Okay.
So I will just roll my faith with a +1 bonus because of the number of restrictions it's got. It does give him a +1.
Okay.
Now, I'm afraid that Doomsayers aren't really that good at healing. They just kind of meld the flesh and push it back into place and tie things off and what have you. So I'm afraid that min-max has now got the ugly hindrance because she's got mutated flesh, but she's alive.
Well, actually, it depends where she's been hit, doesn't it? Because if it's not visible...
If it's not visible, but it basically is, she has effectively the ugly hindrance wherever she's been wounded. I mean, you could roll a critical to see where she got hit.
That's what I was going to do, yeah. That's what I was exactly thinking.
Yeah, Normal Steve is out of the fight for the next 10 rounds because
that sounds about right.
He is healing min-max.
Min-max was injured in the leg, so it's not visible. You know what I mean? Unless she's wearing shorts.
Not visible most of the time.
It won't be visible most of the time.
So what was the charges? What did they pick him up for?
Thinking that wasn't us.
I'm guessing that wasn't for us. Yeah.
Sully, you're up. In 3 minutes, they're all going to drop dead. So have fun. 3 minutes. They're going to drop dead just so the fight's over for next week. Let's assume you kill them off screen.
That was good. Look at that. Oh, come on. 3 down to a 2. It's with the double.
Well, at least it didn't go down to a 1.
You got 8 points of conviction, hint.
What the hell? Have you seen that? 2. No, 3, 2. affordable too. What the hell? And yes, I know I've got 8 points of conviction.
Well, it would have been, I'm
Fine.
just thinking it might would have, you know what I mean?
That's the highest of them then. So
Exactly.
that makes that a 9. Minus 2, 7. 3, 6.
Hang on, why are you getting
Just hit.
why are you getting a minimum strength now? Oh, you're using the auto shotgun.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't reach you, did he? So it's not melee. His defense is 4. You got a 5. You hit. Go for it.
3d6 damage.
Plus the conviction.
You guys hate me.
Oh yeah, 46 damage.
My dice really, really hate me. Right, I'm putting the last penny on that.
Hang on. Hold up.
just
I know.
drop it there
I've
and
just
just
worked
see
out what's
how
going.
much
Oh,
you do.
you've got yourself targeted for some reason. So let's get rid of you targeting yourself. Now roll the damage and hope now it will actually roll the right amount of dice.
Way more effort than it should have.
I've got so many bennies out of that. It's ridiculous. Cinder's up.
Yeah.
Okay, Cinda. Yeah, I like that. I was going to go over and heal min-max, but normal Steve beat me to it. Anyway, let's do some shooting here. This
Yeah,
one.
because you got some serious firepower, so.
Hit.
All right. And is that play after? Okay. There. Well,
Shake and
Now.
roll the last one.
and I'd like to play this card.
Oh, to turn the last one into 16. Fair enough. Very nice. Bullseye to take out all 3 of them. Righty ho. Well, charged 18. In fact, your bullseye shot was so accurate that, in fact, what actually happens is you manage to shoot the guy in such a way that the bullet passes all the way through him, hits the back of his metal armor, ricochets off, and kills this guy just because I don't want him left alive. There we go. And with normal Steve frantically patching up min-max, we shall leave the party. Next week.
Tabitha, can you use that card?
Sorry, I got confused over some mistakes. So we shall leave it there. Sorry, next week it will be a little more interesting. Well, we'll finish. Hopefully, you'll save the day and get everything sorted, and I'll look out exactly what's going on. Totally uninspired today, so I just ambush you because I'm evil.
Okay.
But I hope you had some fun anyway. You doled out some impressive amounts of damage at the end there. Maybe a bit worried, but anyway, take care, one and all.
Normal Steve is a walking artillery piece until he runs out of PowerPoints.
Certainly is. Now I'm just checking. Date is Sunday the 25th. So yeah, okay. I've got to go and write a Flash Gordon adventure. Oh no, I don't. I've got a plot point campaign you guys are running, so that's okay. So yeah, I don't need to worry about the adventure on Sunday. It's already been written for me. So see you on Sunday for Flash Gordon, or following Tuesday for some more Hell on Earth.
Okay.
Florida Beach Claiming Paparazzi Active Force. They've taken a shine to Min Max's sexy leg. Award pennies for the headline story in tomorrow's Florida Racks. Indeed. Okie dokie. Take care, one and all. Thanks very much, guys. See you next time or Sunday. And yeah,
Okay.
be safe.
See you
Bye
Sunday.
now.
Thanks very much.
I'll spend that money for PowerPoints.
Well, I gotta run, so you have fun. I had fun.
Okay.
Always. Take care, one and all. Bye now.